gotta straighten out. My name is Gardner. Well, I think as you work in different materials and as you work through your own process of making work, that process, for me, there's an honesty for my approach to that material, and I try to get down to the kind of bottom line of what that material can do. I would say I'm a material junkie. Absolutely. I work in materials that allow me to express what I'm interested in expressing. When I do commissions, I generally do site-specific work. So I do work that is focused on a space, and that presents challenges that are really quite wonderful, I think, and require you to understand how that space is going to work, to understand who's going to be using that space, who's going to be going through that space daily, and how that work will affect them. So I've used glass a lot, with a lot of what everybody loves about glass, which is its light, the fact that it reflects color. I've been using it in a way that is very precise, and I think public work has kind of given me that information as far as letting me do something that is going to, in 10 or 20 years, look as good as it does as when I do it. And it's one of the things that I really try to do with my work. My public work informs my gallery work, and vice versa a little bit, but my gallery work is really the work that is maybe more honest, which is something that I really strive for with my work. And that goes back to being the material junkie, which is that if I'm going to use a material too, I want to be honest about that material, and I want to be honest about why I'm using it. I came here 13 years ago. I was very structured in what I did. I did some beautiful pieces, and some of the same crew is here working with me on this one. This time I walked in with basically wanting to relate to the glass as a material that holds a breath in a way. So it's really, I was thinking about this, it's one of the only processes where you're really blowing your breath and creating a thin barrier between what's outside and what's inside. And your breath is doing that, and it's quite wonderful. And so as we have been working this 5 days, we've directed the glass somewhat, and we've kept it pretty off-centered, since it's, it's not really the goal of most glass blowers to off-center their glass. But we've done that, and we have been looser and looser with it, I think. And it has created some really wonderful organic shapes. An organic shape, not something that is a concentric circle, which is, of course, the whole basis of blowing glass. And they've been able to accomplish it remarkably well, as far as I'm concerned, which I think that's the goal. Nice shape.
Yeah, pretty good, huh?
Yeah. I have them hanging downstairs, and even in the process of hanging them, they're hung with cable that's sloppy and all over the place. And it's a balance. It's a balance between being able to lose control and yet being able to carry it off so that everything doesn't just fall apart.